Mr. Brown, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. It is further presented that at the time the defendant committed this offense of operating a motor vehicle while intoxicated as herein above alleged committed on or about May 31st, 2026, he had an open container of an alcoholic beverage in his immediate possession in the passenger set compartment of said motor vehicle. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir.
On May 31st, 2026, officer observed defendant's vehicle weaving and failing to maintain the single lane. Defendant then failed to signal and turn northbound. An officer conducted a traffic stop. Officer observed defendant and the front passenger to be physically impaired. Defendant had red glossy eyes, slurred speech, and the strong odor of alcoholic beverage coming from defendant's breath. Officer observed 2 open Bud Light containers full to the touch and half empty in the front passenger cup holder. Defendant consented to the search of the vehicle. An officer located a black Glock 23 handgun with 17 rounds of ammunition. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted. 4 out of 6 HGN, 3 out of 8 walk and turn, and 3 out of 4 one-leg stand. Defendant provided a breath test sample. Results were 127 and 132.
I would venture a guess at a damn elementary, Mr. Brown, not to have alcohol in the car while you're driving, and it's a mandatory minimum of 6 days in jail if they prove it at trial. I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock on it. If you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, you will go to jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You are not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. If you test positive for anything illegal, including marijuana, then likewise you will go to jail.
You drive in the car with a wheelchair.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Actions have consequences. No driving without an interlock. Do you understand?
Judge, maybe we approach the court after 90 days since you did
You
cooperate.
can always approach it any time. I don't know what's going to happen, but if you drive for a living, do you have a CDL?
No, sir.
He just works at a dealership, Judge, and he has to, for just moving cars, a potential client.
No driving without an interlock. Do you understand? I've sent notice to DPS in Austin so that every police officer in the state knows if you're caught driving a vehicle, that vehicle doesn't have an interlock, they're going to take you to jail. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with counsel. If he tells me he cannot get a hold of you, if you pick up a new case, and likewise, I will revoke your bond. I'm telling you now that you're going to get tested for illegal substances. If after 40 days you test positive, it's not going to go well between us. Do you understand? This is not a revolving door. If I have to revoke your bond, no more PR bonds for you. For now, we will have you sign a reset. You'll get with Veronica for your bond conditions, and then we'll see you in 30, 60 days.
Thank you.
All right, please. Hi, good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning.
Penny, you ready?
We have Evan already up here.
Is that yours? Okay.
He's a licensed CPA with a lot to lose. Whiskey is not, and he'll not trying to trust somebody.
Well, let's, I have no idea. Good morning, Mr. Amaya. So you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with assault of a family member. You're also charged with resisting arrest. Both of those are Class A misdemeanors, and you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you.
May 29, 2026, officer was dispatched to residence in reference to a assault just occurred. Officer made contact with complainant witness who had slight redness on her face. He advised that the defendant, her boyfriend of 2 years who she lived with, had assaulted her. They were home together when the defendant had flipped the switch and became angry and aggressive. She believes this is because the defendant had been drinking too much whiskey. The defendant then struck the complaining witness with an open hand across the left side of the face, causing her glasses to fly off of her face. Did you want me to continue with PC for the resisting as well? Officer observed defendant to be heavily intoxicated and attempting to shove items from around the room into a plastic bag. The room had broken glass around on the ground and was in a state of disarray. The officer gave the defendant a lawful order to put his hands behind his back for detention/questioning. The defendant was upset, pulled his hands away, He refused to comply when the officer attempted to grab his right wrist. The officer informed the defendant he is only being detained for further questions, and the defendant continued to pull his hands away and over his head out of the officer's reach. The officer then grabbed onto the defendant's right wrist, and the defendant grabbed onto the officer's hand, forcefully pulling it off of his own. Once on the ground, the defendant continued to tuck arms underneath and push himself up off the floor. The officer had to deploy his taser, and he pressed it against the defendant's back, warning if he would be tased if he refused to comply. The defendant continued to refuse compliance and was tased, and he refused to give a statement.
Do you have any other criminal history?
No, Your Honor.
No.
Just these two.
Mr. I am going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, you were ordered not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. You're going to be tested. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. There will be no more PR bonds for you. This is not a revolving door. Do you understand? As a condition of your bond, you're also ordered not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to be in possession of any weapons.
Your Honor, she's here and she does want contact. She talked to the DA this morning. She wants them to move back in. They work from home. They have tougher jobs, but she is here. She spoke with.
Yes, Your Honor, I spoke to the complainant and she stated.
The only way I'm going to be comforted is knowing that he's not consuming alcohol. So what we'll do is we'll give him a portable device so we know that he's not consuming alcohol, and then I'll allow him to go back to the house. But understand, I don't care what party it is. I don't care where you're going. I don't care if it's communion. Jesus tells you to do something differently. No one can allow you to break these bond conditions. You consume anything that has alcohol in it, your butt will go to jail, and I will make your bond high. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
That includes mouthwash, that includes tequila lollipops, hair dye. I've heard it all. It just doesn't matter.
I have another question. You said that he's going to be random drug tested. He's going to be, have the portable alcohol.
Well, also for illegal drugs. So he'll have to test for illegal drugs as well at some point.
He travels for a living. He has a high stress job, which doesn't matter, but he has to go to Canada.
So if you are called on to take a test and you're elsewhere, it is your responsibility to get to a Quest diagnostic to test at that point at a Quest. I will not accept any other tests from any other place because I don't know that they're legitimate. So if you're in Wyoming and you get called to take a test, it's your responsibility to go to a Quest, get a test done, get the results to your lawyer. She can get it to us, and then we're satisfied. But if you don't, then a bond violation report will be filed, and we will have a hearing whether your bond will be revoked or not.
What time frame does he get to, like, I don't know, Quest or in Canada.
She will explain it to you, the logistics and the protocol on how to do it. Veronica can explain it to you. I'm telling you just the consequence of not complying with the bond condition. There's just only one place. You understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm not asking for much. I want my community safe, and I'm going to do everything in my power to protect it. And if I have to throw you in jail, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Really? You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please. Do you mind turning it on?
Bottom of the bottom.
Penny, so I'm gonna have, oh, you know what? Let me admonish you one more thing. I'm ordering you not to have any threatening or harassing contact with the complaining witness in this case. I don't care what you think is threatening or harassing. It's what she perceives. So if you go like this, is that threatening or harassing? It is, and it can land you in jail. You understand? Conduct in and of itself can violate this court order. I'm going to amend this bond condition, this order for protection, take off the residential restriction, but everything else in this still applies. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay? All right, good luck, guys. You were Lynette Dixon? Or what's that? Delgado. Oh, top of you. I think you said bottom. Ma'am, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Stop. You have the right to remain silent.
Yes, no.
Anything you say can and will be used against you. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you. We're going to do probable cause now to see whether this case goes forward or not. Okay? Okay.
May 31st, 2026, officer was dispatched to an assault call at the police station. The officer was given a physical description by complaining witness of the defendant.
You speak English, right? Okay.
who searched for the defendant who fled scene on foot. The officer located the defendant in the parking lot of the Embassy Suites, a mile from the original location. The complaining witness stated she had been assaulted by her, and the officer observed redness and bleeding on the complainant's left side of his
Hey,
face. The
hold on.
defendant is
Sir, just let them finish. It's just so loud. It's okay. Just finish up. Okay, I didn't hear anything. Please,
Okay, should I restart?
please.
Okay.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, on May 31st, 2026, officer was dispatched to an assault call at the police station. Officer was given physical description by complaining witness of the defendant. The officer then searched for the defendant who fled scene on foot and located her in the parking lot of Embassy Suites, a mile from the original location. The complaining witness stated he had been assaulted by the defendant and redness and bleeding was observed on the left side of his face. The defendant is the complaining witness's on and off girlfriend of 2 years, and he informed the officer the verbal dispute at a bar escalated and they decided to go back to the apartment. On their way there, the defendant stated she would sleep with other men and the complaining witness had called her a whore. The defendant struck the complaining witness 15 to 20 times in the face with a closed fist while the complaining witness was driving. He had to pull into the parking lot of the police station. The defendant had informed the officer that complaining witness had been assaulting her constantly and she could only take so much. The defendant admitted to striking complaining witness in the face and informed the officer that he would book a hotel room and go home in the morning before the officer intervened.
So alcohol was a factor in this. They're at a bar, you're saying. Stop.
According to these facts, yes, because they were coming to the bar, I did already do a rip with the complaining witness. He didn't mention anything specifically about it, but he did say that they were trying to attend counseling together and,
I'm going to order no contact.
okay.
Ms. Delgado, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case as a condition of your bond. You're ordered not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. You are not allowed to have contact with this person. I don't care what's going on, but I'm ordering you not to have any contact. I don't care who initiates it. If you have contact with this person, you will go to jail. Do you understand? You are given a PR bond now. You will not get another one. If I have to make your bond $10,000 to $20,000 and you don't have anyone to put up that kind of money, you'll be stuck like Chuck for who knows how long. Do you understand? Do not have contact with this person. You're not to have any weapons as well. How do you support yourself, ma'am? How do you support yourself? Are you working at this time?
Yeah,
What do you do for a living?
Amazon driver.
Okay, can you afford a lawyer?
No.
Deputy Williams will take an application for you. I need to know how much money you make a month. The one on file is just, it's blank. So I need one filled out and I'll take a look to see whether you qualify. I need to know how much money you make a month, any and all sources, and then we'll see whether you qualify. I'm going to have you do that. We'll have you sign a receipt and then we'll have you take your seat in the jury box. Please, ma'am. Good morning, gentlemen. Both of you are charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. So you are SB.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please.
On May 30th, 2026, officer was dispatched to Walmart in reference to a theft. Officer made contact with complainant, a loss prevention detective who observed defendant 1 and defendant 2 select a t-shirt from store display, remove the price tag, conceal the tag in their pocket. Defendant 1, FC, proceeded to the electronics department and over-ear headphones from the store display. Defendant 2, Corporal, selected a Bluetooth speaker. Complainant observed defendant 1 fix the price tag from the t-shirt on the headphones. Defendant 2 placed the price tag from the t-shirt on the speaker. Defendant 1 and defendant 2 proceeded to the self-checkout area and scanned the altered price tags. The value of the headphones and the Bluetooth speaker for a total of $198.34.
Total was,
Yes, the total of both of the items together was $198, Your Honor.
okay. Gentlemen, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with each of your cases as a condition of your bond on each of you. You are not allowed, number 1, to hang out with each other. Number 2, you are not allowed to go to Walmart. If you violate these conditions, if you pick up a new case, I don't care how young you are, I will put you in jail. And let me tell you something, our Harris County Jail is not a fun place for someone who is 17 years old and weighs about 70 pounds. Do you understand? I have to put you in jail. It's not going to be a pretty sight for either of you. Mr. SB, what do you do for a living?
I don't have a set job, you know.
What are you doing with yourself now? What the heck do you want to do for the rest of your life? You were what, 17?
Yes, sir.
What are you going to do for the rest of your life?
Musician stuff. I make music.
Wonderful. And how's that going for you so far?
So, I think it's going pretty well.
Are you earning a living off of it?
No,
Then it's time for you to get a job. You don't get to sit at home and play Xbox all day while everybody else is going to pay for you. You either must be in school full-time or you get a full-time job. Do you understand? When people have too much time on their hands, they get self-destructive and they get in trouble. That's why it's important for you to occupy your time either in school or with work. And Mr. McCorkle, what are you doing now?
I work at a beach store and have a beach state. It's a beach state.
Full-time?
Yes.
Wonderful. You must stay full-time employed. Each of you need a court-appointed lawyer. I will give each of you one now. There is no excuse. Do not pick up any new cases. There are no mistakes in this life. There are choices. You either make a good choice or you make a boneheaded one. You make a boneheaded one, you may land with me. You are also not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and you will be tested for illegal substances, including marijuana. It's only marijuana. It's against the law. You are not to use. You will be tested 40 days from today. You understand? Okay.
I'm sorry.
I need, if you don't mind, giving them both applications because I don't have it. I'm going to have you both fill out application for court-appointed lawyers. You'll each sign a reset. You're going to meet with Veronica for your bond conditions. After that, I'll have you take a seat while we get your bond conditions ready, and then we have lawyers getting ready for you. All right? Please, Sean. You are Mr. Land.
yes, sir.
You were charged with assault of a family member and unlawful restraint. On each of those, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
May 27th, 2026, in Harrisburg, Texas, officer was dispatched to a disturbance/unknown weapon call. The complaining witness had advised she had been married to the defendant for 6 years. They got into an argument that turned physical, where the defendant attempted to take the complaining witness's phone, then wrapped both hands around her arms so she would not leave the room, holding her without consent. Complaining witness was able to remove herself and walk towards their car when she was struck several times with closed fists on both of her arms, causing pain.
So the unlawful restraint was, tell me again?
She was prevented from leaving the room as she was trying to leave on the argument for physical.
Okay. Mr. Land, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to have any contact with this person whatsoever. There's a protective order that has been issued and you need to get to know it. If you violate the protective order, they can file additional cases against you. And a violation of a protective order is one of the worst misdemeanor cases you can pick up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, I do understand.
I don't care who initiates contact. I don't care if she calls you, don't answer. She texts you, do not reply. She comes to your house, don't answer. You're the one that's going to end up going to jail. If I have to put you in there, there will be no more PR bonds for you. Do you understand? We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I will have you go to Ramona, sign a reset. I'm going to have you take a seat while we get your bond conditions. Once you sign them, at that point, you'll be free to go.
So there are just no contact with.
No contact, no weapons, please, and no going back to where she lives.
Martinez,
Hey, if you don't mind, on both cases.
Okay, I'm
That way, if he violates, we can revoke both of them.
okay.
Ms. Lawson?
Martinez, there.
Who?
Martinez,
Martinez. All right, Mr. Martinez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. Do you speak English?
Yes, sir.
You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
May 30th, 2026, officer observed the defendant failed to maintain single lane multiple times. He also made contact with the lane divider of the lanes, and he was bouncing from one lane divider to another, with other vehicles in the area and braking randomly. The defendant also made an improper turn, crossing into neighboring vehicles' lanes, causing other vehicles to take evasive action to avoid a crash. The officer initiated a traffic stop, observed the defendant turn westbound into eastbound lanes of traffic, driving the wrong way, resulting in oncoming traffic to contact him.
Oof.
The officer observed the defendant had heavy slurred speech, red glossy eyes, was in a dazed state, and upon speaking with him, observed strong odor of alcoholic beverage emitting from him. There's also a white powdery substance on the defendant's shirt and on the center console consistent with cocaine. When the defendant stepped out of the vehicle, the officer observed the defendant's balance to be unsteady, as well as a urine mark on his pants. The defendant admitted to consuming 6 beers. He stated he had consumed too much alcohol and felt intoxicated. Upon probable cause search, 6 beers were located in the center console, 1 can half full, and SFSTs were used. Blood warrant executed.
Mr. Martinez, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. You were ordered not to drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock on it. If you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand? You will be tested like crazy to make sure that you're not using any illegal substances. You will go to jail. Does he have a license to drive?
Right now, have one show up, would you like me to run it?
Please, yeah. Do we know if there are any more cases coming through the pipeline?
I don't have any here right now, I just have the DWI, but, his license is eligible.
You are not allowed to drive unless you have valid liability insurance, and we want proof before you start driving. You must have car insurance and it must be in your name. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What do you do for a living, sir?
I'm a welder.
We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I'll have you go to Ramona, sign a reset. You'll get with Veronica for your bond conditions. Don't drive any vehicle that doesn't have an interlock. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go. You are Mr. Horn.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Horn, you're charged with 2 counts of assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail. On each of those cases, we're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On April 18th, 2026, complaining witness advised she's the wife of the defendant, and complaining witness 2 is the defendant's daughter. Complaining witness saw the defendant drinking several alcoholic beverages throughout the day and he began arguing with her. He twisted the chair, causing it to rock back and smacked the back of her head into a mirror. Complaining witness 2 heard the noise, attempted to separate the defendant from complaining witness, and during which time the defendant grabbed complaining witness 2's hair and pulled it, then striking her in the face with a fist 5 to 6 times. Both advised they felt pain.
So the first was,
The first was, the wife of the defendant, and the second is the daughter.
Mr. Horn, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, you were ordered not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and you will be tested. If I find that you're using, and this includes marijuana, I will revoke both of your bonds and you will go to jail. You are not to have any contact with either of the complaining witnesses in this case and not to be in possession of any weapons. If you have contact with these people, likewise, you will go to jail. There's a protective order and you need to know it. If you do something to violate the protective order, like contact, they can file additional cases against you in violation of a protective order is the capital murder of misdemeanors. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to have you meet with pretrial for your bond conditions. We'll have you sign a reset. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with counsel. If she tells me she cannot get a hold of you, you pick up a new case, I will revoke your bond. We'll have you sign all the required documents and then you guys are free to go.
Thank you, John.
Thanks.
Bottom of 16, Judge Pearson.
You are Mr. Pearson.
Yes, sir.
So you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
May 20th, 2026, officer observed a vehicle going 86 in a 65-mile-per-hour zone. Traffic stop was conducted. The officer observed the defendant to have red glossy eyes, droopy eyelids, and odor of alcoholic beverage emitting from his breath. The defendant admitted to consuming 3 alcoholic beverages before driving. SFSTs, 4 out of 6 HGN, 5 out of 8 walking term. You're at 4-1 light scan, and breath sample results were 0.082 and 0.086.
Does Mr. Pearson have a driver's license?
I'm not seeing one.
I'm sorry.
I'm not asking you. Please, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say, they're going to use it against you.
I'm running a driver's license check right now because it's not popping up under the numbers.
Okay.
So let me see if it pops up.
And then does he have any prior DWIs? Have you run an NCIC?
He does not have any prior DWIs. I am showing his license as not eligible. I don't know if it's because of the DWI.
Doesn't matter. If it's either eligible or it's not eligible. Mr. Pearson, you are not allowed to drive. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't give a rat's behind what you have to do in this life. I don't care that you need groceries. I don't care that you got to take a kid to school. I don't care that you have to go to church. I don't care if you don't have a license and liability insurance in your name. Do not drive. If you do, I can have a contempt hearing, and every time you drive, it's punishable by 180 days and a $500 fine. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Likewise, you're not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and you will be tested. If you test positive, then likewise, into jail you go. There will be no more PR bonds for you, sir. We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I'll get you to Ramona, sign a reset. You'll get with Veronica over your bond conditions, and we'll see you in 30 days.
Oh.
Please. Mr. Stevenson, you're charged with criminal mischief. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Yes.
You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Sorry, Rhonda, can I get the last-
Stevenson. On May 30th, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officer was dispatched in reference to a criminal mischief call at an apartment complex. Defendant was observed on video having a verbal altercation with a female, then punching a wall. Officer observed defendant to match the suspect description and had injuries on his hand. Officer observed a large hole in the wall. The damage was $500. Defendant advised he punched the wall in frustration due to an argument he was having with his friends regarding issues in his relationship. And Your Honor, this was in the hallway in the apartment complex. Okay, I was just about to ask you, where was it? Was it in an apartment? So it's something that not owned by him, obviously.
No, Your Honor, it was in the hall.
Got it. All right, Mr. Stevenson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You are not allowed back at this location. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We are going to reset your case and give you time to hire a lawyer. I'm going to have you sign a reset, and then I'm going to have you take a seat. You're on bond for a felony case. It's very possible they issue a warrant. One of the conditions of your bond upstairs is don't pick up any new cases. You picked up a new case. It would probably behoove you to quick get a lawyer. You understand? All right, come on.
Your Honor, that is no consult with the information.
Yeah, and what do you think about the complaining witness?
I believe in the witness, the employee for the apartment
Oh,
complex.
then no contact, right? No contact with that person then.
But I don't know if I can validate.
Oh,
Good morning, Ms. Valley. Ma'am, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
On May 29th, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officer was dispatched in assault. Complainant stated she was attacked by defendant and that defendant threw her on the ground, causing her to feel pain on her right arm. Complainant stated that she feels her right arm may be broken. Officer watched a video from a nearby convenience store and observed complainant and defendant exchanging words. Then defendant trying to punch complainant, then grabbing complainant and defendant her down to the ground.
Wait, say it again. So they get in a fight at the convenience store.
Yes, Your Honor. And officer observed video from a convenience store and observed complainant and defendant exchanging words. Then defendant tried to punch complainant and then defendant grabbed complainant and dragged her down to the ground.
She has significant criminal history, significant history with drug and alcohol related offenses. Do we know whether dope or alcohol played a factor in this? And what time of day or night was this?
Checking the offense report.
Please.
Your Honor.
I don't know if you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, Miss Valley. I am ordering you not to use alcohol or illegal drugs. If you have a problem, you better address it, because if you don't, I'm going to do it for you, and you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand? You will be tested weekly, so we know that you're not using alcohol or illegal drugs. If you fail to appear, if you test positive, then I will revoke your bond. There will be no more PR bonds in this case. So if I have to set your bond at $10,000 and you don't have anyone to put up that kind of money, do you understand what happens? If you have contact with this complaining witness, if you go back to the store, if you are a danger to my community, then it's not going to go well between us, ma'am. Was this in the middle of the night?
Checking the offense report right now, Your Honor.
So Veronica, weekly testing on police randomly.
The officer report states that the arrest was conducted at 2:53.
In the afternoon or in the morning?
It doesn't specify. My belief is that it's 2:53 a.m.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to appoint you a lawyer today. So I will have you go to Ramona, sign a reset. You will meet with Veronica for your bond conditions, and then we'll see you next week. Please.
On Monday, on Friday.
Just don't worry about it. Just they're going to call her randomly. So I guess just do a normal reset, because I don't want her to prepare for it. All right, Ms. Wilson, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
On May 29th, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officer responded to a theft at Walmart. The loss prevention officer stated defendant entered the store and placed 2 Ninja brand appliances into her shopping cart and attempted to check out. Defendant did not scan one of the Ninja appliances and placed it in her cart. Defendant then walked past all points of sale that was stopped and paid. Total amount stolen was $269.54.
Ms. Wilson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You are not allowed back to any Walmart for any reason. Do you understand? It's probably advisable that you don't. You have the right to remain silent. Whatever you say, they're going to sit there to use. I know you want to fight the case. Just now is not the time. At some point, you'll have a lawyer and the lawyer will help you navigate through this. But if you go back, if you pick up a new case, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. There will be no more PR bonds. Do you understand, ma'am? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? Why not? What do you do for a living?
Two and a half weeks, and I'm on parole, so I didn't tell them that too.
What is she on parole for?
I'm thinking, look, right now, Your Honor, she has a out of county history. Running for NCIC, Your Honor.
You must either work full-time or be in school full-time, but you don't get to sit and do nothing while everybody in here, Harris County, has to pay for you. Do you understand? So I'm bringing you back in 2 weeks and I want to see what you have done to get a full-time job. If you've done nothing, it's not going to go well between us.
I'm still in like, I'm still unemployed, like, I'm still employed at that. It's my.
But you're not working. If you don't show up to work, then you're not working. So you're not working. You need to work. Don't get picky. Find something. If you don't have transportation, find something close to where you live. It's not hard, but the world doesn't stop just because you don't have a ride. You understand? I'm bringing you back in 2 weeks and I want to see 20 to 30 applications for jobs. If you've done nothing, it will not go well between us. I'm gonna have you sign a reset. We will appoint your lawyer and then I'll have you take a seat in the jury box.
Your Honor, for Ms. Wilson, it looks like she has an evading arrest of vehicle out of Cont.
Okay, thanks. Mr. Hines, can I talk to you for a second? Hi.
Yes, it's one version.
Have you shared this motion with the state? Have they seen it? Okay. So if you don't mind, let them know so that they can take a look to see whether, because I don't know anything about it.
Okay.
He filed a motion to compel discovery.
That's great.
Is it on docket today or
It
no?
is not.
Let me give you cause numbers. You ready? 2604 256. Hey, yeah, good morning.
You know, Kevin Solano, it's a, my client from last Friday, who, walked out and outside in front of me.
Okay. Yeah, we had to issue a warrant. We tried to get him to sign it. We gave,
Yeah, his phone was off, it's back on, he contacted me soon as about, he's in the courtroom tomorrow, 262. He had some bond conditions already, which included no contact. I think we added, finding a job.
no, there was, no, I need to get this to you. Do you have it? Can you put the bond conditions in the queue so I can sign it? And then, first one, yeah, and then I'll reinstate the bond. Have him come up, I'll reinstate the bond, but tell him that there don't get multiple reinstatements. I'll reinstate it now, but it's not gonna happen again. Something should happen again. Okay?
Understood. Thank you.
Yep, for sure. Thank you, Mr. Bo. Marcus.
How you doing?
Hey, good morning. You ready?
Coach you on 4 days.
Do you need a
She's right here,
oh, great.
but I think you know her. Wherever you want.
So is it under Torres or Dimas?
Yes, Your
Torres?
Honor. Towards Dimas.
Got it. All right. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You are Mr. Torres Dimas.
Yes.
You were charged with driving while intoxicated. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Okay?
On May 30th, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officer observed a vehicle drive out of its lane and onto oncoming traffic. Then quickly jerked back into its lane. A traffic stop was conducted. A traffic stop was then conducted. Officer made contact with defendant the driver and observed the smell of alcoholic beverage from defendant's breath and or person and glossy red bloodshot eyes. Defendant stated he had 2 small beers to drink. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted. 6 out of 6 HGN, 1 out of 8 walk current, and 0 out of 4 1 like thing. The IC was red and defendant provided a breath sample. The results were 0.071 and 0.068.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, if I may respond, because
Sure.
under NITS of the walk and turn, it takes 2 or more clues to indicate whether it's a point away or not. So not only did he not have the walk and turn, he had 0 clues on the one night stand. When he actually did blow, it was a 0.071 and 0.068.
Yeah, but those are just aids. It's not dispositive on the issue. I mean, a jury could theoretically still, Mr. Torres Dimas, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, you were ordered not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. You will be randomly tested. If I find that you're using alcohol or illegal drugs, your bond will be revoked. You will go into custody. I don't know what your immigration status is. If you are not in this country with permission and you go to jail, immigration may put a detainer on you. If that happens, you will sit in custody for many months. Does he have a license to drive?
No, we do not have a driver's license here.
You are not allowed to drive. You will be signing a promise with me that you're not going to drive. If you do not have a Texas driver's license and liability insurance, do not drive. I don't care how weak your lawyer says this case is. Bond conditions are bond conditions. You must still follow them. If you drive, you will go to jail. Do you understand? Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Marcos. If he tells me he cannot get a hold of you, then likewise, I will revoke your bond. We will have you sign all the paperwork, and after that, you'll be free to go. Thanks. Okay,
He has a T-Rex set for 624.
let's do it now. Is he here now?
He is.
Let's do it now.
Same thing with Sanchez, 624.
Is he here now? We'll send them both now.
Right. And then my last one is Mixon, MIXON. Hopefully the state will offer him a 30-day PI so he can complete his travel safety course.
It's 250. I'm not setting it 30 days. So what does he have to do?
Driver safety course.
Okay,
Like a week.
so a week,
Perfect.
right. If he doesn't have it done, then I'm rolling him day for day until he gets it done.
Thank you,
Okay, yes, sir.
The judge on that.
On Flores and Sanchez, they're gonna do T-Razes today. 2-week resets to finish everything up. No more waiting appearances. On Mixon, 1 week. Okay, Ariel,
Yes, the state has offered to dismiss Mr. Ramirez's resisting arrest and plea to the failure to ID. I talked to Mr. Ramirez. We're going to accept the plea.
okay,
Okay. And once plea paperwork is signed, I just wanted to let the state know that we're going to accept the plea. Once plea paperwork is signed, I can hop back on so that we can do it, Judge.
okay.
Is it Rivera?
No, Ramirez.
Ramirez,
Pleading on the resisting or the failure to ID?
failure to ID.
Okay, got it. All right, I guess
Okay.
let us know when you're ready.
Okay, once the paperwork is in, I'll jump back in.
I got you. Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
yes, ma'am. Thanks. Hi, Ben. What's up, buddy? Oh, you know, hanging out Friday. That's nice. Yeah, sure. What's your cause number?
2623. 505.
Sarah, did you get it?
2623, 505.
Yep.
Issue of Michael Gross.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yes, no, sorry, it's, all we're trying to do today is in the rate settings on the 11th, Judge. Again, he has to work from home on a very set schedule. Like, we just got hired last night. Let's see if he'd be willing to allow us to be there the 15th.
Oh, why not come in earlier?
That could be an option. Judge.
Yes.
It's not this last night, so.
It's a harassment case. No, no. 15th is way too far, but come in earlier and I'm happy to do it. You can zoom in. He needs to be here. So as long as you haven't come in, then really. Yeah. Yes, sir. Thanks. You were Mr. Patel. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you. It also looks like you're charged with resisting arrest. On that one, you're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Okay?
May 31st, 2026, officer was dispatched to a crash on IH-610. The officer made contact with the defendant, who stated he was the driver and sole occupant of one of the vehicles. While speaking to the defendant, the officer observed an odor of alcoholic beverage emanating from the defendant's breath or person, red glossy eyes and slim speech. When asked what happened in the crash, the defendant made different statements and seemed confused on how the crash happened and where he was prior to the crash. The scene was moved to a different location. The officer had the defendant step out of the vehicle to conduct standard field sobriety tests, but the defendant ignored the officer and kept walking away. The officer took a hold of both of the defendant's arms, but the defendant used force to pull away and continued to resist. The defendant had to be taken to the ground and placed under arrest, and the defendant refused to provide a sample of breath or blood.
Did they end up getting blood?
Let's not word X.
Okay. Can you run an NCIC? Does he have any prior DWIs,
He
please?
does not have any prior criminal history.
All right.
And he does have a license,
That was my next question.
so I'm checking if it's eligible right now.
You just check it's eligible.
I can confirm that.
Yeah, okay. Mr. Patel, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case as a condition of your bond. You're ordered not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. You will be randomly tested. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. There'll be no more PR bonds for you. Do you understand? You're not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license. You must also maintain liability insurance in your name. If you don't have car insurance, then likewise do not drive. That is also a condition. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with counsel. If it tells him he cannot get a hold of you, then I will revoke your bond. Also, no weapons while you're on bond for this case as well. For now, we will have you sign a reset. You'll get with Veronica for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go. Please, sir. You got it. Thanks, Commissioner. Have a good weekend. Hey, I don't know how to look this up because I don't get access to it, but in Soleimani's case, Alan, hey, so Soleimani is the case. I think it's SEL. We've had a lot of issues with this guy. You know, initially when we first started with him many months ago, he was not nice, very rude. And then we appointed Alan to represent him. And I think that it's been a constant issue back and forth. Initially, we wanted to do a comp eval. We set him a month ago. He didn't show up. So we gave him a one last ditch effort. I think it was a couple days ago. He was supposed to show up for something else. We don't know whether he showed up or not. What was it he was set for?
Competency.
Another one. So, and I had ordered him as a condition of his bond to go do it now. And
We sent an email to ask.
okay, so there's an email out.
Yes.
But regardless, he's not here today. He was supposed to be back here because the case is so old. We wanted to know whether he went or not. He's not here. I'm gonna end up revoking his bond.
Yes.
It's one game after the other. And then I guess we'll just go from there. So if he does show up, let me know and we'll talk about it. But I mean, if he's not here by the end of the docket, that one else. Okay.
Not only, my notice today gets short, because I want to come here first because of the traffic situation, but I will be coming back and forth.
Go. I think I have your number anyway, so I can text you. Let me make sure I got it.
I can get to that.
I don't have your number. I need your number. Can I have your cell phone? That way I can text you. That way I need it anyways, just so that we can. So just go. If he comes back, I'll text you and that way you can. If it's later, then you can always Zoom, you know?
Yes, sure.
I've got the interpreter here now. Good morning, Mr. Bayingana.
Good morning, Your Honor.
So the defendant has not appeared as of yet. We're waiting to see if he does show up. Is you just want to hang out for a little bit? I'm going to give him like another hour or so to see if he shows. If so, then I'll let you know.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Thank you.
I ordered her not that comment, didn't I? Okay, have her come up, please.
Delgado.
So you're saying which one is the complaining witness? Hey, guys, I have a CW here on a case on Miss Delgado over there. Just so that you guys know. Just take a seat for now. Just take a seat for now.
So Paul, you said he filed a motion a while back, asked him to be released from the case.
Is it Dixon, right?
Yes. Oh.
Come up. Can you appoint her a new lawyer, please?
I will, Judge.
Take a seat for me in the jury box. You are not allowed to leave. Hey, so what'd you think about that motion to compel? What should we do with that?
Great, so we're not, we're requesting the surveillance video, from the officers and information. It's not a state agency, which investigates the store surveillance video.
Is it an old case or something?
No, that's what it said. So we're just confirming with the officers if they ever even got the link from the store. But I also reached out to the EJ officer that was working there to see if they can get us a copy of it. And I told them we have a deadline. My only concern with the motion to compel.
He wants everything by June 15th.
Correct, that's why I told him that's my deadline. So they can give it to me as fast as possible. The only issue.
I haven't granted it yet, but
Yeah. My only
are you
issue
putting
would
that
be-
deadline on yourself?
I am.
Oh, okay. Well, that's on you then.
I want to make sure that they just give it to us. if they
Yeah,
have it.
okay, sure. She's not in custody, are they?
No.
Okay, yeah.
So my
Yeah,
concern with it was the trying to suppress any statements that people may or may not go out and testify to what they observed. That was the
Okay.
only issue.
Hey, good morning. What's up? Happy Friday. Yeah, yeah. Hey, what's up? Is Swede here?
Yeah, I just talked to him, Your Honor, and, you know, because they have the one vehicle and his wife is out of town and he's basically at home and I guess he has a grandkid that he's there, so no, he's not here.
He didn't go take a drug test when we ordered him to either.
Well, I think they were just kind of informing me of that.
I'm revoking his bond. It's just too many.
I figured it.
Yeah, so, I guess we'll see him when we see him, but
Yeah.
I guess if you don't, do you want to stay on? Do you want to withdraw?
Well,
You tell me.
without any issues, wait a minute.
Okay, withdraw. It's up to you. You can stay on, you can withdraw. It's up, don't,
No, I'm,
look. This business got to have thick skin, you know, really. Don't take it personally. It is what it is.
no, I'm not.
So
I
you do what you can and that's all, that's all you can do, you know?
think I remember.
Mr. Taylor, you want to talk to me real quick?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
And apologies for the confusion.
That's okay. I get a lot of people that are nefarious and, you know, that's why.
Yeah, understood. I was hired on Miss Paola Moreno the other day. I had a conflict, and so I'm out of town right now. And so I was trying to get somebody to cover.
Don't worry about it. That's why we have it. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready, Your Honor.
Okay. Moreno, come up. Ma'am, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Okay.
On May 31st, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officer conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle that came to almost a complete stop in the middle of the highway and failed to maintain a single lane on Highway 59. The driver was identified as defendant, and the officer observed defendant that had right across the eyes and slurred speech. Technical sobriety tests were conducted 6 out of 6 PN, 6 out of 8 walk and turn, 3 out of 4 one night stand. PIC was read and defendant provided a blood sample. Results were 0.143 and 146.
Okay. Any priority to be ice?
Requires your honor.
You have a license to drive?
Yes, your honor, her license is eligible.
Okay. Ms. Moreno, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand? You are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license. You must also maintain liability insurance in your name. You don't have it, then likewise, do not drive. That is also a condition. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with Mr. Taylor and he'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. All right. So for now, we'll have you sign a reset. You'll get with Veronica for your bond conditions. Then after that, you're free to go. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
No, hold on, Mr. Taylor. I got to get you a date.
Oh, I wouldn't. That's the next step. I was just asking the administrative.
12th to 13th of August.
August 13th. That's acceptable.
Okay, it's yours.
Thank you, sir. May we be
Got
excused
it.
now?
Take care, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Is he on parole at this? He is, right? You said, Ariel?
No, he's in jail. He's in the holdover right now.
No, I mean, but he's on parole.
Oh, yeah. And he does have a hold in California that we discussed.
All right, Mr. Ramirez, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with failure to identify oneself to a peace officer as a fugitive from justice, and you're charged with resisting arrest. Both of those you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. And the agreement that you've worked out is that they're going to dismiss the resisting arrest in exchange for your plea of guilty on the failure to ID. Is this how you understand the agreement?
Yes, sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. This is final today. You can never change this or undo this after it. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense of failure to ID?
Guilty, sir.
You are on parole. You need to understand that by pleading guilty to this offense, it's possible that they revoke your parole, resulting in further confinement. Do you still want to do this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I'll make a docket notation as to such, Ms. Strong, and then good luck to you, sir. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge Fleischer. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
Hey,
May I approach you?
please.
Judge, on, this gate level battery. Think you had ordered random UAs on. Here's the issue. She's homeless, no phone. She's living in an abandoned house on the north side. If there, she's
Yet,
56 years old. Is there something else?
yet we have someone who has possibly a broken arm because of it. You know what I mean? I don't want her to use it. The only way I can do it is to,
I understand, but here's the thing, Judge. She's 205 pounds.
and yet we have someone with a possible broken arm. No, actions have consequences with her laundry list.
How do we enforce?
She's going to have to come. She'll have to take the bus. She'll have to come. I mean, it's not no cost to her.
How does she?
She will have to call daily to them to see if she gets selected to test, and then it's on her. But this is
Jail.
actions have consequences. Sorry.
I got you. All right, I'll get her a new court date.
It's not fair to everybody else who,
No, I understand. We'll get it figured out.
thanks.
All right, thank you.
Good morning, Judge.
Hey,
Mayor Pro.
yep.
Here, Mr. Watson. So they filed with the PR. Subsequently, they found out when they called Sentinel Tech that it was a mistake on their end. There are these drift points. I don't know that person. I don't know what the drift points means. That mistakenly puts these, violations for like 3 minutes, 2 minutes. I guess when he's in the home, it's drifting outside of the area. But this is not me. This is Pretrial Services calling Sentinel Tech, saying that this is an issue. Mr. Watson.
Watson.
Horn.
I don't know the logistics of it, Judge, but.
So what the officer is saying in the report is that, they were saying that their girlfriend's house stayed for a few hours, and then seeing the report of the, defendant walking from, his house to his car.
Okay, wait, hold on. No, that is an email from Pretrial Services saying that that was something that they thought was happening with the other BVR. I'm talking about the most recent BVR.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me just find the email since we're all confused here.
Yes, there was a previous email that said, the Sentinels had confirmed that they were good folks.
Yes, it's from.
On 5:31, client left at 11:28 PM and arrived back at 11:40 PM.
They're saying that's a drift. They're not that he left. This is not me saying that this is what happened. This is Sentinel Tech saying we have identified that these are drift points, meaning that he did not actually, I don't know what a drift point means. So I'm not pretending I know what a drift point means.
Who'd they send this email to?
They sent it to,
The Pretrial Services sent an email to you, to all of us. On June 3rd, 2026, I sent a follow-up email asking if you would like us to appear. That's on June 3rd. It's from Alexis Bizel, CC'd everyone involved in the case. Well, the information that she's talking about is because I had asked Ms. Bizel if they could contact Sentinel Tech. Now that they've identified this issue with the drift about the previous BDR, because it's the same type of allegation going out for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. That's when she said, oh, he was staying at his girlfriend's house. He was going to his car. I let Ms. Bizel know.
The device will let us know exactly where he is at all times. So they can plot all the points on a map exactly where he is. So I don't understand how there are quote unquote drift points that.
And I understand, Judge, and this is not my own.
I understand. I get it. And I'm not gonna, if he's not guilty of these violations, then I'm not gonna obviously put him in jail. But we need to have a further hearing and we need to have her here. So
Her here, or would you like Sentinel Effect to be here?
no, the person who's alleging these drift points.
Okay, well,
So
that is Sentinel Effect. But Mrs. L is the one that spoke to the Sentinel Effect. I don't know who she spoke to.
So with your phone, does it happen when there's weak signal on the device, and so it is kind of scatters signal. It just depends on how it show up during the meeting. I'm asking her right now if she can like fully explain if it's drift points or if it's being like if we can actually see it going to.
we need to know, we need to have her here so that she can explain to us what drift points are, how often it happens, has it been on any other occasions, and is it happening now? So why don't we put this on for Monday? And if you don't mind asking her to come here.
I believe that she will be subpoenaed.
Okay, can you guys subpoena her, please, for Monday? So,
No, she didn't tell me. They said I talked to Sentinel Effect. They didn't give me a.
so Alexis,
Well,
that's the person at pretrial services, so I don't know if
Yes.
that's the right person too.
Yes.
Who's the one at Sentinel?
I have no idea. I think you would have to talk to Ms. Gazelle about who she spoke to.
Yeah, I can get the direct name of the person, it's not because.
That'd be great. Right, and then I'll send her an email.
Okay, and we will just state shall subpoena that Sentinel
Yep.
Effect person for
Yep.
Monday, so that we can figure out what he's good once on.
Then I don't know what kind of contact person we have with Mr. Ronald Grant. I would just have to confirm whether or not he's available Monday, but I can email him today. There's a conference I can let the court know.
Okay, that'd be great, yeah.
Okay, so let's just move everything to Monday to
Yep,
discuss this issue. Is there anything else you need from me at this time, Mr. Walton?
give me 1 second. I'm gonna make sure you get this
Sorry,
email.
I don't mean to
That's
rush you.
okay, don't worry about it. Okay, I just sent you an email. I included you, Ramona, so for now, let's put it on for Monday and I'll give you my cell phone later and then can I have your cell phone too? Just in case, if you don't mind. And what I'll do is when I hear from Karina, I'll reach out to you and then I'll text you and then we'll get on the three-way to see.
Yeah.
You need a pen? Here. Yeah. Thanks. Okay, I'll reach out to you at some point.
Okay, should we reset for Monday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's nothing we can do about it today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay,
And I'm sending that email that you just sent directly to Mr. Grant, so that will be what we're expecting.
great. Okay. Mr. Horn, come on up. Mr. Horn, you are charged with this, you're charged with both cases. It looks like you have worked on an agreement where they're going to dismiss the second case in exchange for your plea on the assault case. You need to understand that what you're doing now is you're entering into a very important, you're doing something very important today. You're entering into what's called a deferred adjudication. This is a type of probation that if you complete successfully, there's no conviction on your record, but it doesn't get dismissed. You cannot tell people it gets dismissed. If you complete it successfully, there's no conviction. The more important thing that you need to understand is there is an affirmative finding of family violence. Whether you complete this successfully or not, if you ever pick up another assault like this, you'll be facing a third-degree felony. You will be looking at up to 10 years in prison. And you don't have to beat where you beat the hell out of someone. Just grab their arm, squeeze enough to where it hurts. You're facing up to 10 years in prison next time. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witness to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization, give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, it's like this until you either complete it successfully or it gets revoked. If you do something to violate this agreement, like testing positive for marijuana, you have a gun, or I'm sorry, a weapon, you pick up a new case, don't do your classes on time, we will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail, bring you back out, and we will have a hearing to see if you violated this agreement. If you do, you're looking at a year in jail. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You still want to do this?
Yes, sir. I understand.
For you to complete this successfully, you must do the Batter's Intervention Prevention Program. That is a class that you must attend once a week faithfully for 18 weeks. No drugs, alcohol, 8 hours of community service. What about contact with both?
I put as one of the conditions, no threatening, harassing contact with both.
Do we know whether they want to have contact with them? They don't want to. Okay, so it's no contact with either then.
Yes.
All right.
That's all option I should put on the.
You understand that there's no contact with either of these people. Okay. I don't care if they reach out to you. It doesn't matter who does it. It's the fact, the only thing that matters is if there is contact. Do you understand? I think, have we done everything?
No weapons.
All right. No weapons. You must also perform a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you need. If they assess other ones, you must fulfill them. How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty?
No, no contact.
It's either guilty or not guilty.
Guilty.
I'm not going to find you guilty. I will withhold that for 13 months. I'll make you a deal. If you do well, if you do well, if you're nice to everybody, if you don't test positive for dope, illegal drugs, alcohol, I'll take you off in half the time as a reward. But that means you're nice to the probation officers. Do not pick up any new cases. Don't have contact with these people. Don't pick up any new cases and get the BIP class done successfully. If you miss a class, they're going to kick you out. If you get kicked out, I will issue a warrant. If you ever have any issues, you can come back and talk to us and we can work through anything. But the worst possible thing you can do is either pick up a new case or take off. Both of those are instant warrants. You understand?
Yes, sir.
As part of the agreement, the second case against you will be dismissed, all right? All right, good luck, Mr. Horn. Thanks. So I'm gonna bring him up with THA still, but I'm gonna put a scram on him. Mr. Gaunt, come up. You really want to go to jail, Mr. Gaunt? You have a positive blow. You will now get a device on your ankle that's going to sit there 24 hours, 7 days a week. This is my last ditch effort. At this point, I have nothing left at my disposal other than jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next time you come back, it's time for you to have a lawyer. We're going to reset your case. You will get the scram device today. Next time we have this conversation, it's not going to be well between us. You understand? It's no tolerance.
If I make it.
No, I don't care. There are bond conditions. You either live to the conditions or you die by the conditions.
What was the last? one?
Gaunt,
You said locked.
Gaunt, Gaunt.
We need a refile the bond motions.
No, don't worry about it because he's whenever we supervise someone, you don't need to file them because they're done by pretrial. So if I say, you know, where they're going to be supervised for drugs or alcohol or GPS monitor or something like that, you don't need to because she takes care of it. Only in the instance of like if we have an assault where they're not going to be monitored by pretrial service, just like no weapons and no contact, then yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Judge, we have a THA, an arraignment that just showed up. Green on page 6.
What time does court start, Mr. Green?
8:30.
What time did you get here?
2:30.
11. It's now 11 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Don't be late again. You are charged with driving on a suspended license. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Okay.
Okay. May 30th, 2026, officer observed the defendant's vehicle traveling and having unconfirmed insurance. The officer initiated a traffic stop. The defendant came to the stop and he stated he did not have insurance. The defendant was identified by his Texas driver's license, and upon search, the officer was informed that his driver's license was suspended for having no insurance and being not eligible.
So it's currently suspended, do you?
And I can re-verify.
Please. Mr. Green, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, you were ordered not to drive. I don't care what you have to do in this life. You will be signing a promise with me today. This is an affidavit that you're going to swear to me that you're not going to drive. I really just don't care what you have to do in this life. You want to drive, you need to have a Texas driver license that's eligible with DPS, and you must have liability insurance. It's the law and it's the fair thing to do. Do you understand? It's not an answer. If you drive, I can have a contempt hearing, and every time you drive, it's a 180 days in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive.
Well, it's showing us I still not eligible.
Got it. Okay. You mind filing no driving, please, for Mr. Green? I'm going to have you come up and swear to us that you're not going to drive. I'm going to get your remote and sign a reset. Then I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box. We're going to reset your case, give you time to hire a lawyer. Come on. Mr. Bayingana, you can go ahead and go. I'm going to end up revoking the bond of the gentleman. He's not here. It's now 11
Thank you.
o'clock. Okay?
Have a nice weekend.
10,002 on Selemani, bottom of 17. Yeah.
I'm approaching on the first one, Mr. Essie.
Okay.
I think, did you hear PC already on this?
Yes.
Okay. A couple of things. Can we revisit PC?
Sure.
Okay. A couple of things that, I had wanted to point out to the court. It said Mr. FC was defending one on this matter, and that the overhead headphones had a retail value of $29.50. Is what he is alleged to have taken. And so,
I think they're alleging that they're working in concert is what I was.
but it's nothing that they didn't check out. They're not alleging that based on the DMs. I don't see where they checked out together, where they came in together. There's nothing that can be linked that they're together.
Well, I do have here in the DIMS, it looks like, they had both, where they were both observed selecting T-shirts from the store display, removing these price tags, concealing them,
Were they together?
proceeding, let me double check, see if it specifies, it says here, after paying, I think they had, okay, so it looks like, the footage was, maintained on them, and the defendants scanned the altered price tags rather than the original, and it says after paying, the defendants passed all points of sale and exited the store with the merchandise.
They were together?
So it does not specifically use the word together, but it did not specify either that one had approached at one other point than the other one. And because they were both using the same method of taking those T-shirt tags, altering them and placing them on separate items both within the electronics department, I would argue that, I would still be arguing with the law parties that they were working in concert.
It's nothing does. It said they went into the store together. Nothing in the DM said they went into the store together. That they saw anything that's putting them together other than they're alleging that.
They left together.
But they don't even say that. They don't even say they checked out together. They're stating one amount was $29.50, which is alleged that my client had, and even that retail value, of course, is $29.50. You cannot meet the element of the theft that he's charged with. And the Bluetooth speaker, this is the other code.
How much was the thing that he put the tag on?
So the thing that he had put the tag on was $29.50 originally.
The headphones?
No, the over ear headphones had a retail value of $29.50 for defendant one. And I would just like to say, again, just to revisit briefly, I don't think that they would have specified in the names both defendants, selected the third, and they would have separated them, I would argue, if they had done things separately rather than put them together. Yeah, who wrote the names.
Okay.
What is the value of the second one?
The value of the second item,
No, the second co-defendant.
198.94. So the total altogether was 228.4.
She's saying they weren't acting in concert, is what she's alleging. What do you have?
She said that for a trial, but not a PC issue. I think that law parties, they get together and do that together.
There is nothing that says.
But she's saying there's nothing that says there that they came or left or hung.
Using the language of both of them entering, observe both defendants, each defendant removed the price tag.
So it shows that they did enter together?
Yes, I would argue.
It doesn't, you making that argument does not state what the facts state in DIMS. And so I understand that's your argument, but it doesn't say anywhere within the DIMS summary that they came in together.
Do you have anywhere where it says that they're together or anywhere? Not just the DIMS and the OR or
Yes, let me see if the OR.
any evidence to show they're together?
I'm pulling up the OR right now.
Hmm?
Judge, even on the DIM summary is saying that because they're both defendants, select the t-shirt from the clothing lane. Both of them removing the price tag from the t-shirt, both of them concealing the tags in their pockets. And then that's when they separated and one went to the electronics store, electronic department. And
I think that there's enough. I mean, if they're saying that they're up there doing it, if you get the video to show something differently, I'm happy to revisit.
But wait, I respect that, Your Honor. I'm just saying that both of them, if someone is stealing on this side and someone is stealing on the other side.
But that's not what they're saying here.
That's not what they're saying, because they're saying.
They're saying that they are together when they removed the tags.
That,
I would argue just because the specific word together isn't there, that doesn't mean that what was happening. Everything in here points to the fact that they were together. Because why in the DIMS and OR would they say the defendants passed all points of sale and exit business as a collective? Just because there was not a specific word.
Elena.
And because the burden of PC is smaller, I agree with.
If you get the video,
that was the.
no, bottom line,
That this, your chief on.
if you get the video and it doesn't show them removing tags together, come back.
Okay,
I don't have a problem with it, revisiting PC at any time.
okay.
But
Okay. Just again, I'll get the video and we'll.
yeah, I'm happy to do it.
Thank you. Ms. Dixon, okay,
Yeah.
do you have a case? I think she did something.
No, she's on bond. They gave her another PR bond.
Okay.
That's what I have a problem with.
Okay.
Ms. Dixon, come up. I had this conversation with you last time. This is not a revolving door. Your bond is set now at 15,003, and you have failed to appear on multiple occasions. I cannot give you yet a third PR bond because it's not fair to everyone else who does show up to court and does what they're supposed to. This is not a revolving door. I'm revoking your PR bond. Which goes with you. We have appointed you a lawyer. I'll let you talk to the lawyer and we'll go from there. Ramona, ready? Who?
Page 28 and 29.
Is this the one that we've always been talking about? 5,000 each.
Judge, the first one is Jackson on page 8 and then Jones right under that.
2501 on all of them, yeah. What about top of page 2? Is that, yeah. Bex.
Judge, she got an array on the way here. Oh, roll it to my. And then,
Or SFBF, please.
yeah, I did.
Okay. Okay.
Lawson on page 10 and page 11. He said he didn't have a ride. He has a BPI. But he also has a one.
Let me see. Hold on.
Has a video.
Okay, so who'd you say?
Lawson on page 10 and 11.
Didn't we talk to Lawson?
Yeah, he called.
What do you mean he called?
He called on the phone. He didn't have a ride.
I thought we did PC. Oh, that must have been on land. Land. Oh. Sorry. Let me see. 5,002 on both.
Murphy on page 15.
What about bottom of 13?
Order was filed.
Oh, was it? Okay, great. You said top of 15?
Yeah.
2501. Hey, Martin.
Good morning, Judge.
Hey, good morning.
I'm here on Ms. Delgado, but Your Honor,
Okay,
Judge, I know you already heard PC on that.
Yep.
The complaining witness is in court. He spoke to the state and he wants to change the no contact to no threatening harassing contact. My client just moved from Dallas to.
there was an alcohol allegation in this thing as well, right? On Delgado?
I did find out it was a birthday party, but I wasn't aware that neither of the parties got any issues with drugs and alcohol, so.
So wait, was she consuming alcohol or no? If you don't mind checking in, please.
Yes, according to the results, it was, if anything, a few drinks. It wasn't, like a large quantity, and I don't think the officers had noted anything either about nothing to talk.
And Judge, that being said, she is, you did put, drug and alcohol testing on her, if that's a concern, Your Honor.
It is a concern. That's my concern. I don't want, if we're going to allow contact, I want to absolutely make sure that she's not using. That's the only thing, because people tend to, I'm going to test her like crazy, let her know. Okay, so can you file no threatening or harassing contact then? And then just let her know she's going to get tested. Not a matter of if, it's when, and it's going to be soon. So let her know if she uses it's.
I'll let her know.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
For sure.
The mob judge, did we want to withdraw that?
No, but we'll take off the. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you have any excuse?
Yes, sir. Thanks.
Judge, on Ms. Dixon, I had an opportunity to speak with her, and she stated that she's been homeless, and during these periods of time, she just, got back, got a job, she's working at the airport, then she's doing home health. She I understand that, but they have an offer, she has no criminal history, they have an offer for a decision-making class, that's why she could never take the class, but she didn't have the funds to take it. I get it, but I wanted to ask if we could give her, and I'll just reset her the next week, let her.
We've done that. We've done that. We have literally bent over backwards not to put her in jail. You know how easy we are on people, Elena? This case is 513 days old. And it's more than just 3. It's always something. It's always this, it's always that. but at some point I have to hold someone accountable. I can't just continue, just. We can address it on Monday, but
I just.
I'm not ready to just,
From having to lose it all and having to go through.
how do I know? How do I know? And I have proof of nothing. All I have is spoken word and I've had it for the last 513 days.
About her employment.
Proof that she has a job.
Okay.
Prove it. Prove it that you're staying somewhere. But you just telling me something? You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. But understand that she has a high hill to climb because we have bent over backwards not to put her in jail.
Yes, sir.
But if I do it again, what's going to happen? We're back in another 200 days on another.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Judge, I have an update. I didn't get it.
Did he show?
He did, but they had to reschedule.
Why?
Interpreter. Interpreter had that.
I told him to bring someone. He must have not. Okay.
Yeah, that's what they told me. Interpreter happened on the emergency and they reset it for next week, but that he did.
I'm not gonna, it's over.
Okay.
It's, hey, we had that interpreter for 2 hours. Do you think we could get him back? They showed up at 10. Think they can come in for maybe like 10 minutes, Zoom?
Judge, on my claim, Mr. Epstein, I just spoke with, the family friend that he lives with, and both boys live together. And so I know you have a no contact order, but can we take that off?
What do you guys think?
Fine.
Thank you.
I don't want them to be homeless, so we have, we're not objecting to that.
How do we know they're not gonna get in trouble? 2 peas in a pod.
Because she is,
Are you mom of one?
no, she is just helping them get back on track.
Who are you?
I'm his mom, Peter.
She says mama bear, but they have.
Where's the other one? Where's repeat? Is it a Pete and repeat over here? I don't know if that's much better.
So she,
Can you bring the other gentleman up? Do you mind? Which, please.
a remarkable person that came to try to help these young boys get on the right track. No relation.
Yeah, well,
Met at a.
there's still good people in the world, you know? Mr. Espy, come up. You know, I don't know who you have in this life, but we try to help as many people as we can. I have a lot of knuckleheads that roll in and out of this court. We've been here, and on any given year, we have thousands of people that roll in and roll out. I've got 17-year-olds, I've got 70-year-olds. Some people learn their lesson. Some people never learn their lesson. Some people, you think they'll hit rock bottom. Some people, there is no rock bottom. You now are what, 17, 18? You still have your whole life ahead of you. I don't think there's anything worse in this life than a theft case, aside from one of the assaultive cases, because when you're branded a thief and when it gets on your record, it shuts so many doors. No one hires thieves. Not only that, I don't know who you have in this life. If you don't have, but this person here nice enough to show up for you, chances are she's not rolling in money. So if I have to put you in jail because you repeatedly act like a knucklehead and I have to shut your bond $20, $50, $100,000, you don't have anyone to put up that kind of money, you'll be in custody for a long time. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what you're doing. There are choices. And it's either a good choice or it's a bad choice. You have the next 50 years of your life. It is either a really good life or it's a really, I mean, just a crappy life. This life is about one thing, and it's about money. And if you have money, it's a very fantastic life. I mean, I'm telling you, this life can be so freaking great. If you've got money, it's really. And if you have none, look at all the homeless people. Look at all the people that just constantly rotate in and out of this building. It's about one thing, no money and no self-control. You either make it good now or you make it bad. Now is the time for you to do something. Don't just, okay, well, I'm going to get a job. Really? You want to earn $10 an hour for the rest of your life? Right? There's always someone that needs to be working at McDonald's. There's always someone that we need working on the street. There's always someone who's going to be the next CEO of Amazon. It's what you want to do. But a theft case will certainly not help you. I'm not asking much. It scares me that you two are in trouble now and you're going to continue being with each other. I'm going to allow it. But if I see anything further that shouldn't happen, then it's just really, if she has to put you out on the street, where are you going to go? If you're on the street, it will eat you alive. Do each of you understand?
Yes.
You're going to get tested for marijuana. It's just a matter of time. Do not use, do not pick up any new cases. Don't hang around with anyone that you shouldn't. We're not going to have this conversation again. You understand, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay? All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Hi, please.
And this is our off docket.
Is this about the trial case?
Yes.
Okay,
Jaime Cruz.
okay.
And we had filed a motion to continuance in this.
You've already had a continuance.
Sorry.
Have you had a continuance?
I believe that there's been a continuance due to conflicts.
Yeah, sorry. One continuance. That's it.
Okay. Okay, so I know that the state's unopposed.
Doesn't matter. It
And
doesn't matter. It's just, I can't the Tyler Floods of this world, Tyler Floods, they're always in trial. They're always busy. They always got something going on. I've granted continuance after continuance. At some point, we got to go,
and so he's supposed to be out of the country.
I don't care. You're set for trial. Your trial comes first, not the crap that you got to be out of the country. No, you're on trial for a criminal case. You're set for trial, yet you knowingly make plans to go out of the country. No, sorry. Yep. When are we set? Next Tuesday?
Not next Tuesday, the Tuesday after, so the 16th and 17th.
Yeah, we got to go. We got to go. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Everybody knows we give you one continuance. After that, you got to be ready. It's not the first time. Okay, Mr. Bayingana, can you help me out?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you speak Swahili, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. This is the interpreter speaking. I do speak Swahili.
Okay, I need you to please interpret for me. This is
Okay.
for Mr. Selemani.
I'm ready, Your Honor.
I am very upset with you.
Mzee Selemani, tunakusirikia sana.
Why am I upset with you, Mr. Selemani?
Kwa nini nakukasirikia, Mzee Selemani?
Sijajua.
I don't know.
Sijajua.
I don't know.
Guess.
Ndio.
Nilifika nyuma kidogo, so mimi naomba tu samahani, napitia sana, lakini kosa ilikuwa kwa usafiri ambao ulikuwa unatuleta, unasumbua sana barabarani, ikatubidi tena kushuka, kwanza kutafuta tena Uber ambayo ikifikisha tena hapa, na ndio maana nilifika nyuma. Na kazi ambayo nilikuwa nafanya
Stop there. Your Honor, the interpreter's going to just to clarify because the sound is not coming in very well from Mr. Selemani. So, Mzee Selemani, unasema kosa ni kitu yenye umetega, gari yenye ilikuwa ilikuleta usafiri, ndio wametuma, na
That's
pia
not
haukujulisha.
That's one of
Yeah, usafiri ambao ulikuleta.
Okay.
Ambapo usafiri huo na ndugu wangu ambaye ni ndugu ambaye tulimkuta hapa, sasa usafiri ulisumbua. Ikatui tena kushuka tena kwa kutafuta huo ambaye tufikisha hapa. Na kazini ambapo niko naenda kuja saa 12 asubuhi, sasa tunafanya kazi na saa 12. Sasa hiyo ikabidi mimi kufika tena nyuma hapo sasa usafiri ambao tulileta, lakini sio kama ile kwa sababu kiasi kwa mapema nilijitokeza kwa sababu ilikuwa ni gari kwa kibaya. Kesho kufanya kama kutuza.
Your Honor, the problem was the transportation that brought me here took a lot of time. And if I could have gotten here much sooner. It wasn't my fault. The transportation just was a problem today.
That's not what I'm upset about.
Hiyo sio sababu nakasirika.
A month ago, I ordered you to get a competency exam.
Unapita mwezi moja, tulikuombaka uende fanya uchunguzi ya mkichwa.
You failed to appear.
Haukuifanya.
I ordered another competency exam earlier this week.
Tena, hii juma, kunapita siku kidogo, niliomba tena ujifanyishe uchunguzi.
We told you to bring someone who spoke English.
Tulikuomba ulete mtu mwenye anazungumza Kiingereza.
And yet the exam was not done again.
Na pia ya mara ya pili ulikosea.
Your case
Your Honor,
is 215 days old.
Shida yako mahakamani inamaliza masiku 215.
Where do we go from here?
Kitu gani tunaweza fanya sasa hapa?
Your Honor, I have to put it on the trial document.
The interpreter is going to ask for a clarification. The sound is not coming on well. Counsel, did you say, Your Honor, I have to put?
Have you gone over all the evidence with Mr. Selemani?
No. We have attempted to do so. No, because the last time we had the interpreter and we were in the back, the majority of the conversation about resolution, Your Honor. We have given him multiple opportunities to be able to schedule to go over the evidence with me. I think he had a friend that was coming in the beginning, but it never happened.
Mwakili wako anasema sisi hatuyaweza pata hata muda ya kuongea naye, kuona vitu vyenye wanamsingizia, lakini pia vitambulizi vyenye vya kuhakikisha kama alifanya makosa. Sisi tushaongea naye mara mingi, tumwambie jinsi anapaswa kuviangalia juu asaidiane na siye kumtetea, lakini hafanye.
So let's do this. I'm going to send him for a drug and alcohol test now.
Kitu tunaweza fanya basi, tutamtuma sasa hivi wamupime kama hakunywa pombe na dawa za kulevya.
I'm going to put this on everything on the record on Tuesday. Can you have a interpreter live here? Can you be here Tuesday?
No, I have a press jury trial in Galveston starting on Monday. I don't anticipate it to be over before Thursday. They have there's a language issue there as well. I bring interpreters, so I think it's all.
Wanauliza kwa sasa tunataka mtuma waende wampime pombe wala dawa za kulevya. Tutaomba kama anaweza rudi siku ya pili, na tuko naangalia kama mwakili wako, mwanasheria wako, na anaweza patikana ile siku.
I don't want to set a case or trial if he hasn't even looked at the evidence. So what I want to do is I want to put everything on the record just to protect everyone. And he either can sit in the room and look at the evidence, or he can just not do it. But at least you have made the attempt to do it. So I'm going to send him for a drug and alcohol test now. Okay. I let him know, Mr. Bayingana, that I'm sending him for a drug and alcohol test now, please.
Mzee, kwa sasa wanataka kutuma wende wakupime kuona kama haukunywa pombe wala dawa za kulevya.
If you fail to get the drug and alcohol test today, I will put you in jail.
Kama hauende jipimisha kuona kama haukunywa pombe wala dawa za kulevya leo, nitakutuma gerezani.
Do you understand what I just said?
Unasikia kile natoka sema? Yes.
Do not try to use anything else to prevent this from happening. You have gotten the instructions in front of you. It is, can you circle exactly where he needs to go so that he knows exactly where? No, right now, not before 4, right after court. I'm ordering to go now. Not before 4, because I don't want him to give, well, I showed up at 4 and they're not going to take me. Right now. You will go right after you sign this reset. You will leave here and go directly to go take a drug and alcohol test.
Leo wanakuonyesha kwa karatasi mbele yako na wamezungurusha fasi kwenye unapaswa enda wakupime. Ase leo usiweze kabisa kufanya vitu vingine, wanakuonyesha na kama hufanya utafungiwa.
Your next competency exam is set for this coming Thursday at...
Yesterday. They reset it?
They did, because she said they didn't have an interpreter when I told him to bring someone. So they reset it for Thursday, the 11th. If you fail to get this competency exam done on June 11th, I will revoke your bond.
Sasa, tarehe 11 yenye nakuya itakuwa siku ya 4, watafanya tena hiyo kipimo ya kuona mafikiri yako vitu ya vile. Lakini ase hii njo bahati ya mwisho wanakupatia. Kama haupatikane, hii mpango yenye walikupatiaka, gisi walikukubaliaka, usiwaki gerezani ulipe franga fulani, wataitoa utarudi gerezani.
Then, on the 12th, which is the following day, that Friday, we will have an interpreter here.
Kisha, tarehe 12 sasa, itakuwa siku ya 5, utarudiaka hapa, kutakuwa mtafsiri hapa.
On that day, your lawyer will have all the evidence for you to view.
Ile siku sasa mwanasheria wako atakuwa na vitambulizi vyote wenye wanakusingizia kusema uvione.
You can either view it or you don't have to.
Unaweza chagua kuviangalia wala unaweza katala.
At that point, on Friday, you need to decide whether you will accept the plea bargain agreement or we will set your case for trial.
Ile siku sasa itakuwa siku ya 5, si ndio? Ukisha kujua jinsi utavitayarisha, itaomba uchague kati ya vitu viwili.
Friday.
Je, utakubali kosa yenye wanakusingizia wala utaenda samba?
Friday, June 11th, 2026 is your last reset.
Siku ya 5, tarehe 11 mwezi wa 6, tarehe 12 mwezi wa 6, njo yako ya mwisho.
Do you understand?
Unasikia? Yes.
If you fail to do any of the things, a drug test, the competency exam, and Mr. Salamani, 8:30 is when you must appear.
Kama vitu vyenye wanakuomba kufanya hauvifanye. Umeenda wamesema uende jipimisha kama haukunywa pombe, uende pia kuko uchunguzi ya mkichwa, vile vyote kama kuko moya mu vile vyenye unakosea watakufunga. Tena wakikwambia 2:30 ni 2:30.
I have already issued a warrant for your arrest at this very moment, and you're extremely lucky you are not going to jail at this time.
Mbele ukuye tulikuwa tushaandika kama walinda amani wanapaswa kutafuta wakufunge. Uko na bahati kabisa, ulifika hapa, ungechelewa kidogo wangekufunga.
If you fail to take the drug test today, a bond violation report will be filed.
Kama leo hauende kujipimisha pombe wala dawa za kulevya, utapita unafungiwa.
Do you have any questions?
Uko na swali yoyote?
Nitaenda leo. Sasa nilikuwa naizile tu alafu kuipata pale hiyo mkichwa ya pombe yote pale au kuipasa kutenda muda huo.
The interrupt is going to get a clarification. Samahani mzee, unasema utaenda leo lakini kitu gani ya mkinywa?
Nilikuwa nasema nitaenda leo hivi. Sasa nilizomalizia hivi na iseme kwamba nilipimisha mkichwa na pombe yote nilipimisha hapo leo hivi. Sasa tunaenda muda huo.
Oh, okay. Is it possible for me to get, or am I supposed to get all the evaluations today? So I heard there's a drug and then a competency. Do I have to do both of them today?
The drug and alcohol test will be today, and the competency exam will be on Thursday.
Hapana mzee, tumekuambia leo ni kukupima tu kama haukukunywa pombe wala dawa za kulevya. Ile uchunguzi ya mafikiri ya mkichwa itakuwa siku ya 4 iliyokuja, itakuwa tarehe 11. Okay.
Could we ask him if he's got a friend who speaks English? And if he does, could you give me the name and phone number of that friend?
Tunaweza kuuliza, uko na rafiki mwenye anaongea Kiingereza? Kama uko naye, unaweza tupatia jina yake na simu yake?
Ndugu yangu anaitwa Bahati. Sasa
There's my brother. His name is Bahati.
Can you ask him to please write down the phone number on a piece of paper for his lawyer?
Unaweza kuandika basi simu yake, wamekuomba uwapatie simu yake juu wajue kama wanaweza muita kumsaidia kuongea.
Karina, do you have any kind of paperwork with regard to the hearing for Thursday that we can give him by chance so he knows where it is and the time?
I'll just want to do is a date, but I can figure out the last letter that they
It looks like he doesn't even,
Yeah, it has the address and information.
yeah, because he may not.
Here, Judge.
Do you have it? Because it looks like he maybe just kind of went over his head when they set it for Thursday.
Okay, so it needs to be, it's reset for the 11th. I can change the date.
Yeah.
Can call my judge to confirm time and information.
Yeah, that'd be great. That way we don't send him on a wild goose chase.
Yes, do that.
I'm sorry, we said we could set the competency interview for sooner than that date? Is that what you're saying?
No, they said Thursday because that way they'll hopefully have a translator there.
Yes.
Otherwise, he needs to, we told him to bring someone, he didn't. So, but if he doesn't get it done now, just that's the third ditch effort. We're moving forward. We've done everything we can and so you need to let him know, Mr. Bayingana, please, that this will now be the third attempt. After this last attempt, if he fails to get the exam done, we will be moving forward.
Sasa tunataka kuambia mzee, hii ni ya mara 3, si ndio? Ni bahati ya mara 3 wanakupatia, zingine haukuzifuataka. Hii ndio ya mwisho. Kama hauvifanye, vingine vitakuia vibaya.
My only other recourse is to revoke his bond, put him in jail, and we'll do the evaluation in custody.
Kitu ingine tu tunaweza fanya, bali kuachiliaka uende kwa uhuru, juu wanawazia vyote utavifanya. Kama huwezi vifanya na uko kwa uhuru, utavifanya gerezani.
So you either do this on Thursday or we'll do it in custody.
Manake ni kusema uvifanye, hii wanasema siku ya 4, kama hauvifanye utavifanyia gerezani.
Hiyo siku yenyewe nilifika pale, lakini nilikuja pamoja na mdogo wangu akupatia kuja kingi kama simu yake. Alinipigia simu lakini yule mtu aliyetoka naye pale simu yake ndio siku ya hiyo. Ndio nitafika pale ndio kwa kazi yetu, lakini niwaambia kama nipigie mdogo wangu simu kwa sababu hakuna mwayo uende tu, utakuja tu hiyo siku nyingine hiyo, wengine wakuja siku ya hiyo. Lakini nilikuwa naona jamaa pale vile na nilikuwa nampeleka pale ndani singi translate. Lakini lazima tukomekee ndio translate wao sasa nilikuwa ningefanya.
I actually went there on Thursday. They didn't have an interpreter, and then I asked them if I should call a friend or I should call someone, but then they told me I could go. It's okay. So I don't know what else I can do.
I told you to bring someone who spoke English.
Tulikuombaka we ulete mtu mwenye anaongea Kiingereza.
You know exactly what's going on because you're shaking your head yes.
Unajua viko napitikana juu, uko nasema uko natimiza kichwa. Your Honor, this is the interpreter speaking. I have to head to my next matter. I'm so sorry. I wish I could stay longer, but I have to
Just
go.
let him know that, or I guess we're done. We will provide, just let him know we're providing him a piece of paper with the date, time, location, and the rest is up to him.
Sawa, tunamaliza. Tutakupatia karatasi zenye unahitaji, iko hapo masiku na mafasi kwenye utaenda. Vingine kama havifanyita kwa kazi yako.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice weekend.
On Friday, we'll put everything on the record,
Yes, Your Honor.
everything that's transpired, so that if he doesn't go, then, okay,
Yes, Your Honor.
all right, thanks.